Woo, Ryan, guess what? It's show number 100.
The meat glitter make that kitty quiver. I'm just saying. Check this out.
Yeah, Steve, let's see your wiener.
Bless.
There you go. When you take your shirt off, does it match your chest hair?
You okay, Ryan?
Yep.
You took a little too big of a gulp, didn't you? Got a little brave.
No, this one's,
Well, hi, Ryan.
well, hi, Steve.
Guess
Welcome
who's
back.
back? Guess who's back, Ryan?
I see that.
Guess where I was, Ryan?
I know where you were at, Steven.
Oh, look at my sound is up.
Guys, it's Thursday night, and Steve's not going to do anything here.
Well, I am doing something. I'm just enjoying being back, sitting here on my throne here in the studio of all studios.
Look at that. Look at that.
Popping in.
Girls of Ills with Nick and Jay. What's up? Arkansas
right.
girl is in the house. Anyways,
All right, everybody. It is Thursday Night BBQ Chat. I am Steve Crass. I am with It's All About the Barbecue. And the man sitting next to me, as always, is the chairman of the board, Barbecue Black Zone and Beer Group, Mr. Ryan Hoagland. Ryan, what's up, buddy? It's good to see you. I mean, I kind of missed you. I did kind of watch you guys a little bit, but
we seen you pop in. I don't know. You were probably there was I could not keep up with the comments last week. There was so much going through. It was crazy. Like you're starting to get now. We already got 9 people. We got Jim in here who says, "What's up, y'all?" Ryan had an amazing show last week. Yes, we did.
Well, when you put 10 guests on top of on the thing, I mean, it's kind of hard not to have a good show. I mean, somebody's going to say something good.
I mean, I suppose.
Well, anyway, Ryan, I just got back from the Shed Barbecue and Blues joint down there in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. What a fantastic, fabulous weekend we had down there. And I hate to say I did miss a lot of the things that I got there because I enjoyed a little bit of vacation time. But I did get to see the Ultimate Eating Challenge, which was quite an interesting thing, which we'll get into with our guest today because he is the founder, the idea maker of the Food Sport Pro League, who had their inaugural event there at the Shed.
Yeah.
It looked pretty cool. They cooked on the Ferris wheel, Ryan.
Ooh, the Ferris. What's the I always mess up the name. I want to call it the grill wheel.
I just call it the Ferris wheel with grill.
But he's got a name for it.
Well, I never got to the name. I know they're Weber Ranch kettles. There's 6 of them on there. They spun around, and these guys had teams of 2. They had to come up with these recipes and do all this stuff, and the wheel turned, and then they only had so, and it moved around while they were cooking. It was all over the place. It was crazy.
Yes. Richard, it's no turkey sausage.
I have turkey sausage every morning due to my new disability.
Blackstone Bros are in the house, and Girls Gone Grilling is here. How are we doing?
Girls Gone Grilling. All right, let's do before we get going with our guest.
Yes, guys.
Ryan.
Yes, it is done. It is made. No more monotone little voice.
No more creepy sponsor video. This one's actually, I saw it. It's actually pretty.
I just threw this together literally 10 minutes ago, so I hope you like it. Thanks for our new sponsors for 2026, and here we go.
Got Melinda's Hot Sauce, bringing the heat and bold flavor that belongs on everything from wings to backyard barbecue. Boys Night Out, next level rubs and seasonings trusted by pitmasters and backyard cooks alike. Blues Hog, legendary barbecue sauce with that perfect balance of sweet heat and competition-proven flavor. And Marble Ridge Farms, premium high-quality meats that take every cook to the next level.
Wow. I kind of like the smoke effect in there. That was really good, Ryan.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
There will be a couple more sponsors that hopefully will be on their way. Actually talked to another one that might be interested today. So
awesome. We love our sponsors.
Wow, my Instagram faces.
I do. I mean, I know Christy's here from Girls Gone Grilling, but I do have a new favorite hoodie.
Which one is that? It's not. Is it
the one you're wearing?
Wait, the one that you're not wearing, the one from.
Well, see, what had happened is I've worn that thing every single night going out and doing deliveries when it's so cold. It's just, I'm sorry.
I know. I love.
Not that I don't love the Girls Gone Grilling hoodie. I do love it.
I did see Eric and Alan down at the Shed, and of course I was wearing the hoodie, so we were all excited. And then the next day I changed into my Shed hoodie, And they're kind of like, well, what happened to the hoodie? And I said, well, I changed. I didn't want to make it look like I was wearing the same thing every single day. And they're like, oh, and like, we're not, because they wore, I mean, obviously they wore Boar's Night gear all the time. But yeah, so I would have wore it all weekend, but I decided to change it up a little bit. I even wore my fat cow one on one day. Were you ribbing me about turkey sausage?
Ribbing Steve about turkey sausage at a review he did. LOL. Nice.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I unfortunately
wait a second. Stop. People actually pay attention to your posts. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I got bigger following on my food posts than I do on the barbecue posts. Well, well, just so everybody knows, and it's not recent. It's been for a while that I've been told I was diabetic, and obviously totally ignored the fact that I was diabetic. But I did end up in the hospital a couple of weeks ago with a very high blood sugar, because obviously with the holidays, I was eating a lot of sugar. I was like an alcoholic in a liquor store. There was not one piece of sugar or candy or brownie or cookie or whatever, or pie or ice cream that I did not put down for 2 months, which lo and behold will lead you to a blood sugar level of about 500 when it's supposed to be 99. So that's it. So that's why I'm on the turkey sausage, unfortunately. And I also got to watch the cholesterol too. So that's why I'm on the turkey sausage. Otherwise, I just eat regular sausage, which I do too. But anyway, so let's get to our guest.
I'm not doing much different, but I'm down to 245 from 270. Just
from your weight?
Yeah.
Oh, I could see it. I think you lost. It's like right about. I see it. I really see it in here, like your head. Yeah, it's not as fat.
Wow.
Wow. All right, let's bring in our guest.
Before everybody leaves us, we got 10 people in here, and they're going to leave because all we're doing is sitting here talking about it.
Yeah, no, we're talking about it. The founder. So if you have any questions, get ready to ask him, because this is a whole new genre of things. I know he talked about food sport a couple years ago when he was on here with Michelle O'Gwin, and he has now officially taken it to the next level and made it reality. Mr. Mark Conway, Food Sport Pro League. Mark, what is up, buddy?
What's up, guys?
How are we doing? Welcome to the show.
Thanks, guys. You guys are looking pretty spiffy there, and all the digs and all the swag.
We got everything. Look at, I got my Melinda sponsor thing on. I got my Boar's Night Out sponsor thing on. He's got his shed hat up. I wore my head. It didn't rain or anything at the sheds. The weather was good enough that I could wear my shed hat the whole time. So I was kind of excited about that.
Casey Webb in here says FPL and UEC.
Oh, Casey Webb. That's the man himself. He was down there with the Ultimate Eating Challenge. And then Spaceman Knives says Chef Mark is a legend. Wow, Mark.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty high praise. Thanks, guys.
Spaceman Knives. I love his knives. I got to get me one of those.
Yeah, those things were gorgeous. They showed me a few of them while we were there, and I was just like, all right, that's close to Star Wars. I'm in.
Yes. We got CJ Frazier and From Boots to Burners joined over on Instagram. See, Steve, I actually take the things that I have, like I gave it to you, and I don't know if you have it set up, but I have my other monitor set up. I can see my Instagram.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna fight about it, I have the monitor back here behind me, but I got to get a different cord. It doesn't attach to my laptop. Hold on. Lynn from Smokehouse Crackers says, hi, y'all. Had fun with all you at the shed. Lynn, it was great to actually see you down there this year. Last year, she had the flu, so we didn't get to talk too much. And then Spaceman Knives says, I agree. You do need to get one or several, he says, Ryan. So get ready to invest. So anyway. So, Mark, I'd take us back. It was a couple years ago. You were getting ready to do something in South Carolina, down there, or North Carolina, one of them, and you were getting ready to do a big thing, and you talked about how great food sport was, and then you finally did it. How did you come about with this idea for the Food Sport Pro League?
Well, I mean, I've spent so long now in food sport, and you see those things that just catch and register and are fantastic about sports and entertainment. And then you see the things that aren't existing yet in our world, in the food world. And so over the past couple of years, I've just started writing, taking notes, developing crazy competition ideas and setting up just what I would do if I had control of the wheel. And here we go. We got control of the wheel. And, at this point, all bets are off. And we, the first event launch was there at the Shed. And, if you want to make a splash and you want to just not have to worry about judgment or what are you thinking or that's too crazy to do, you call Brad and Brooke. And next thing you know, I've got a Ferris wheel with 6 Weber kettles on it. And they're like, so what can you do with this? Like, hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer. We got this. But, don't ever let Brad hold your beer.
I was going to say, I bet Brad was all over that one and never got it back.
He's like, okay, good. I'm good. But, yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing about food sport. We've got – you guys see it all the time when you go to barbecue events. They are some of the most talented, charismatic, insane, fun people. And I was hearing regularly, like, we want to do something outside of a styrofoam box. We want to cook too. We can do a plated dish too. And that's what I've always wanted to do. I want to mix all the different genres of cooking, put them all on a stage, have competitions happen year round in a league format, sort of like what you see out of the NFL, but bring that fun in and trash talk and vignettes like you see in WWE. You combine that all in, and that's kind of where food sport needs to be because, like we're doing right now, it's all about social media.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of and obviously Ryan and I have been talking about it for a year and a half, talking about the barbecue guys. Sometimes they get to events like Ryan has the griddle battle where it's where anything goes, where as long as it's in a category you can cook. Some of the ancillaries that have been coming into barbecue, these guys are you're like you said, they're busting at the seams. We want to do something besides brisket, chicken, pork, that kind of stuff. We want to do wild and crazy stuff too. And this fed right into it. Those guys, they had a great time out there cooking. And I mean, they really put their hearts in it too. I mean, there was some hurt feelings when they didn't win or this or that, but that they're fierce competitors too. But I mean, I thought it was fantastic.
It was a ton of fun. And that's it. Like everybody wants to win. That's the first thing. They want to win, but at the same time, they want to win against people that are right there with them, similar skill sets, similar passion levels, but then to cut them loose and say, look, talk trash. Yep, go back and forth. Steal an ingredient from each other. Make a trade. It doesn't matter. It's about having a good time and having fun, because if I've seen anything, when everybody's having fun, they're laughing, they're cutting up, they're cooking, you're going to get the best dish from everybody.
Right.
Right. I don't want to throw them bizarre curveballs where they have to cook with some bizarre ingredient that makes no sense, because then you're not going to get the level of a dish these guys put out, and all of them put out spectacular dishes.
Yeah, no, everything, I unfortunately didn't get to see because I kind of was being lazy and walking around Ocean Springs, and I got to see the end of a lot of the stuff. But a question let's get back to the whole. How did you select the teams? What was involved for future? What if somebody was interested, how to get in? But how did you select the teams? And then is it just everybody made their own teams, or how did that go about?
That basically, as you registered for the Shed Showdown, you had an opportunity to register for this. And so we took the first 12 teams to register. And it happened fast. Like as soon as Brad and Brooke announced that you could register for this first FPL event, the 12 people were in quicker than I ever anticipated. And what I was thrilled about, there was a big name teams. Like everybody that wanted in has won before, been a champion before, has been all over the place. And next thing you know, we've got a stacked lineup of 12 teams that have no idea what I'm going to do to them. Right. And they were all in and all there for it.
I mean, you had go ahead.
I was just saying, I mean, I wasn't there. So what was was there a category for it, or was it just
Brad calls me when we decided to do this at the Shed. We started to open our season, open our year. Our first event was going to be the Shed. I have something that's right up your alley. And he sends me a picture of a Ferris wheel. And I was like, what is that? And he gave me some backstory on it. Craig Carter put it together along with Weber, and they fabricated this thing, and it is literally built from scratch to hold grills. And what was awesome about it, our competition was only the third time it had been out in public. The previous 2 times were just, let's throw a bunch of ribs on it. It'll be a cool novelty piece. It'll look really awesome while people are cooking ribs. But it hadn't really been broken into what is possible. Mm-hmm. So as soon as they sent it to me and he told me that I could control the speed, I could control its stops, I can go in reverse, forward. It was like, all right, so basically I have a blank canvas to start creating. And so we reached out to AJ at Metro, who was fantastic, built all our kitchen stations out for us with the prep mates. And then Weber gave us their travel Weber right next to that station, along with the Ferris wheel. So what I had everybody do is we put together a pantry. Prairie Fresh for the opening rounds gave us pork. And so I had pork in buckets. They didn't know at the time what it was. They didn't know what the protein was. They weren't sure what was in the pantry. I let them bring some items from around the campsite and around the little store there at the shed. And right as their time started, they found out it was pork. And from that point, it was a crapshoot. Like in our pantry were things like ramen noodles, fresh vegetables, all kinds of breads and starches. Like it was just pure chaos because everybody went a different direction with the food, which is exactly what I want to do. So very rarely will I say, all right, everybody has to make a classic this, because these guys are so talented. These men and women, and even the kids that were part of the teams are so talented. Why restrict them? Let them just go all out, show what they can do. I reduced the times, so it's only a 45-minute cook. Normally it would have been 30, but because I put them on a Ferris wheel, which essentially as it rotated, 2 buckets, 2 of the kettles would be level so that the teams could get to their grill. And I gave them 60 seconds at the grill. And then it rotated and rotated and rotated. So every time their kettle came around, they had 60 seconds to work on it before it was gone again. And so timing became a thing. Creativity became a thing. Time management became huge. And next thing you know, we are off and running, headed to the finals.
That's awesome. Pretty cool. I mean, you had, I'm going back to what Mark was saying before. I mean, you had both Eric and Alan from Boar's Night Out were in it. Michelle O'Gwyn, who was world live fire champion, she was in it. Her husband Brandon was in it. You had Chris Lytle, who was the steak champion. You had Damon Holter, who was obviously with Croy Valley. He's won world food for burger and I think other ancillary type of things. I think he's with SCA. There were like some great people in there for cooking. I thought it was kind of like, wow. I thought maybe there'd be some no names in there too, but I mean, it was a star-studded selection.
It was. I was thrilled when I saw the names come in, but that didn't even do just like, those are fantastic names. They're all champions, but what they did in a competition, they went completely cold into. No prep, no thinking about what their dishes are going to be, no nothing. They just went knives hot, and it was spectacular. And then when the trash talk started, then the crowd's involved, and everybody's yelling. They were throwing mushrooms at each other. Like, that's what food sports should be. It should be a mix of culinary, of NFL sportsmanship, and WWE insanity.
I know what I would like to see, Mark. So, Mark, write this down in one of your notes to go with switching where the supplies are that I told you down at the shed. I want to see, since we're in this, and Ryan and I always have this great battle back and forth. I want to see barbecuers versus griddlers. Since this whole stack over here that's talking over here is all griddlers, I want to see barbecuers versus griddlers. I want to see griddlers put their money where their mouth is and actually get up there and actually make something besides a video.
Oh, wow. Gauntlet's been
Sport Pro League meets Griddle Battle.
I like it.
It could be that. But yeah,
I
just think
because I've got barbecue teams and live fire teams and chefs from restaurants and griddle. Like, I have everybody that all wants to throw down together.
That's what you could do, like a whole little like a whole little championship tournament of barbecuers, restaurant owners, griddlers, open fire cooks, and then see who gets into the finals and then see who battles it out.
I love it because we throw everybody into a big bracket, go college basketball style.
Ooh,
Yeah.
1v1.
Just keep cooking till you lose.
Yeah.
You'll find out real
this is-
quick who can throw down.
Wow,
See, now all of a sudden I got everybody over there. I got their attention. Now all of a sudden they're all like, oh yeah, we can do it. See, they're all talking to each other. And now all of a sudden I throw down a gauntlet and all of a sudden now they're
Mike McCourt says game on. Griddlesville says let's go.
Oh yeah. See, I think
See?
that's the honest-
doesn't matter what you cook on. If there's a competition, they're going to get excited and they're going to want to battle it out.
Marcio,
yeah, I got to meet Marcio. Actually, Marcio and I, we actually deployed. It was my first deployment with Operation Barbecue Relief back in 2018. That is the first time I've seen him since 2018 because I haven't gotten around, obviously, to too many competitions or any other thing. But yeah, it was nice to see him. He actually cooked the Friday night dinner for everybody at the Shed, open fire style.
and
So
he was in the tournament too.
Was he in the tournament too? See, I missed all the.
How do you I understand going down to see Ocean Springs, but you're there for the stuff in the Shed. Like, when this inaugural event is going, I'm upset that I missed this, right? Like, I would love to see that. I love the idea and everything that's along with it.
Here's the thing. I talked to Mark, actually, obviously always looking to be the scoop. I reached out to him and I said, hey, it's going to be the first Thursday after the Shed. Let's get on the show. Let's talk about the Food Pro League. He said yes, and he kind of gave me a hint of what was going to go on the Thursday. So I was telling Tricia, we got to leave early. I got to get down there for this. I got to see this. Well, of course, by the time we got there, it was noon. By the time we got into the hotel, it was 1 o'clock. And then we got something to eat, walked around. The town is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. And then we ended up at Biloxi Bay, and then we were sitting on the beach and this and that. And obviously lost track of time. I looked at my phone, and it was already 4 o'clock. And she's like, are we still going to the Shed? And I said, well, we missed everything. But that's okay. I had a good day of vacation. Ryan, I got to tell you this, and Mark, you might enjoy it too. I found this restaurant. It's called Cash Alley Garage. I posted it on my page. It was for me, it was like heaven. They had fried bologna sandwiches, okay, which was number one why I went there. And then lo and behold, when I got there for the appetizers, they had fried Spam as an appetizer. I could not have been I was like a pig in poop.
You were
fried. All the stuff you're talking about, your cholesterol and everything else, and then you're eating Spam.
Well, I knew
let's go back and eat the turkey sausage, but then I'm just gonna chow down on it.
Well, I mean, I kind of knew it was obviously everything leading up to the Shed was practice for how I need to live, daily. But I knew that when I got to the Shed that I was going to have to do somewhat more control than I normally would. I really only had 2 pieces of king cake instead of eating a bunch of king cake. So yeah.
Well, now speaking of king cake, we had the inaugural Food Sport Pro League event, but we also had the inaugural Ultimate Eating Championship with Casey Webb. And it's funny you should mention king cake because we had 8 brave souls sit down to the table in front of Casey and I, and the first one to devour a 2-pound 9-ounce king cake took home the championship title. And that was one of the scariest things I've ever seen, because if you got your finger anywhere near one of them, it wasn't coming back. But it was epic. In less than 7 minutes, you had a litany of social media viral moments and a new champion crown. So we got to do both sides of it with FPL and UEC. So you get cooking, you get eating, you got the whole shebang. Man, it made for a great weekend at the Shed.
Yeah, no, it was, dude, it was, and hence Ryan, going back to what we were talking about, if I didn't know that I had the issues that I have, and I can honestly tell you, if I went there not knowing normal, I would have probably entered that, because I would have loved to have tried to eat a whole king cake at one time. My problem is I don't know how that guy finished so fast. I don't think I could chew fast enough. I mean, some of these guys were the guy that was I was actually behind everybody, so I didn't really get to see all the food. But the guy that was in front of me that was eating, I mean, man, he went through like a 3/4 of that thing really fast, and then I think it finally hit him because that last little bit, I thought for sure he was going to win, and then someone at the far end ended up winning. But I mean, I think he hit a king cake wall.
I mean, it was just so epic to watch all of that, because the one thing about barbecue that we all know is barbecue is 1,000% family. It's family. Mm-hmm. It's fun. If you go there with no family, you're going to leave with an extended family that's gigantic. And to have that much energy and fuel to the fire of barbecue that was there, like, it was such an experience. Casey and I and Robert have been sitting for days talking about it afterwards, going, it was just, there's nothing like going down into the shed with the guy, with all the different teams from barbecue, seeing the juniors compete, seeing, the next generation come up. It was phenomenal.
Why don't you catch up on some of those comments?
I was getting there.
If you see any of that.
Casey actually cooked with Marcio.
Yeah, that's what it says on there. Yeah, I did see him over there cooking.
Yep.
So we love cooking on the wheel of confusion.
Oh, and what's great about that, we're going to use that. We're going to have that all over the place, along with other competitions. We'll do, based on where we are, all of our competitions will change. But I've already written, I think I'm up to 12 different variations of how to compete on that wheel now. So the next time you see it, it will not be the way we just competed on it.
Huh. Casey says, from the grill to the griddle. Love it.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a beach weekend for Northerners.
Absolutely. He
was in shorts all weekend.
Yep.
Marcio said Casey Webb helped us to cook live fire. He's a natural. Mike says he was talking about, when you're talking about the Spam and the bologna, fried bologna, you can't make any of that without a griddle.
You absolutely
just saying.
Just saying.
Just got the fire family and fun. Yeah, Eric Hodson says, "What's up, guys?"
Oh, there's for you right there.
Scott says the champ is here.
So
Eric Hodson, first FPL winner.
Yep. He walked away with the belt, the ring, couple of they stormed through. But even if he didn't win the belt, he won for trash talk. I literally reduced the cooking time in the finals because he had so much time to run his mouth. It was epic. And I made sure that everybody knew that I took time away from them because he had so much free time.
Yeah, well, you said you wanted trash talking.
That's right. And he made sure to oblige in spades. It was fan-friggin-tastic.
So
are you? Oh, go ahead, Ryan. I'm going to try to start something new this year and not interrupt you as much.
Yeah, right. We'll see how that goes. So you had the pork.
Yep.
And everybody did that. And then was there another category after that or another?
So what we did is 3 from each round moved on. So on the first day, we had 2 rounds go, 6 each. 3 from each moved on, and then that brought us to the finals, where those 6 finalists competed again. And when they started, I did some things. They had to already have whatever they wanted from the pantry, because once they stepped on the platform, they couldn't get off the platform. So they had to have everything, but they still didn't know what the protein was. And they all thought they were so smart. They're like, oh, it's pork. We're getting pork again, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, they thought it was turkey. They were like, oh, we're going to get turkey because it's sponsored, and we're going to get this. So when I did the reveal, it was pork again. So they were all kind of thrown at that point. Well, 10 minutes into the cook, I found the missing container and added another protein to the competition, which was turkey. Ooh. So we threw a lot of things at them. We let them steal ingredients from each other. And, of course, Ricky Bobby takes pita bread from Damon Holter, the sandwich king. Like, Damon was going in and was going to make a killer sandwich. Ricky Bobby takes his bread from him. And it just, at that point on, you knew it was just going to be serious. It was going to be a blast. So in the finals, they started with 35 minutes to cook. When I threw the second protein in, I gave them 10 minutes back because I want them to have time. Because again, I want them to be under duress. I want them to be stressed out on a dish. but I want them to be able to execute a fantastic dish. And all of them did not disappoint. It was close. I think from second to first, it was like 0.4 was the differential.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
So basically Food Pro League, a Food Sport Pro League is kind of like it's kind of like Chopped with Iron Chef mixed in, and I don't know, whatever else that would be quick.
and a carnival at WWE.
And a carnival at like I said, I mean, it gets all in once. And then obviously, Ryan, to finish up where I was and missed all that stuff. So Friday, we got up, we went to breakfast, and then of course I had a very important appointment. I had to go to Sucre Dulot Bakery, and I actually got to frost some of the king cakes that they had at the Shed on Friday. So of course that by the time that to me was like Food Sport Pro League right there, just the fact that I got to frost some. And so then I finally made it over. It was all over, but I did get to see the awards. So I got, and then to follow up on that question, are you going to get more than one belt and one more ring? I mean,
we've got so much more coming. Now, on top of that, we didn't know this until we got there. Al Fergoni gave our winner a golden ticket into the first live fire challenge at Memphis in May.
Oh, shit.
That's
cool.
You know,
Weber gave kettles. We had the belt. We had the rings. We had this. And then Al Fergoni shows up and gives us that, which we had no idea that was coming. I told Al, like, that just blew my mind. And what an honor to have that to give to a winner. And now we've got more champions to name, because at some point, and we literally are in talks right now what that'll look like, there's going to be a championship where we send invites to everybody that has won all year.
Okay.
And when that comes down the pipe, we're looking to game change again, because that's what this is all about. It's about evolving food sport into not a lot of individual pods, but one that crosses all landscapes, goes year round, is constantly in the know, is driven by social media, because I want the public to see what rock stars everybody is, not just follow who you see on Food Network or, on Fox or whatever, but to see the guys that are going, the guys and women that are going and cooking every weekend. That's who I want to turn into social media icons.
Yeah. I want to get caught up here real quick. I know you're talking about the smack talk, and Eric said, "Oh, well, you wanted it. You got it." Casey said he poached his pita.
He did.
Is that poached? I don't know about that, but look who it is. Those are the king cakes that they used in the UEC.
Yeah, that's what they use. Sucre Dulot Bakery.
Emotional. Robert Rose comes in here and says, "What's up, everyone? What's going on, brother?"
And then I got over here on Instagram. I got a Smoke BBQ 19. It was a great event. He said it was a great event. It was fun. I enjoyed the eating. I really enjoyed the guys eating.
Well, I can say, I love everything that you got going, Mark. Like I'm definitely not at that level yet with the griddle battle, but that's what I liked about the griddle battle itself too, is that not those 4 categories anymore.
Right. It's organic. It's
opens
fun.
It up, yes, to everything and anything you want to do.
Karen writes on there. I forgot to add to those compared. Yeah, Riley the Steak Princess was in there too.
Yep.
I mean, it was.
Awesome.
What a field of all stars watching that. It's like a field of dreams.
And that's what we're looking at. And believe it or not, we'll have our big announcement about our next spots coming up pretty quick. And literally, we will be at another place in a huge format at the end of February.
Well, if you want to let those sneak out, Mark.
I mean, a lot of stuff is like listed here on the show.
Yeah,
we'll just say yeehaw, and everybody should have their cowboy hats and cowboy boots.
They're going to the Houston Rodeo, ladies and gentlemen. The Food Sport Pro League is going to be at the Houston Rodeo.
I said nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. But you might want to watch our socials, because
wow.
It's we've got a lot coming down the pipe. It blew, Casey and Robert and I were all talking. It blew us away how well received this was. Like, everybody really understood how passionate we were for this, how we wanted to start bringing this to the forefront. bring the fun back in, and how well we were received. I still get goosebumps thinking about the excitement level that was there.
Dude can't keep it.
He didn't say anything. He just
nothing.
All I can say, ladies and gentlemen, is the Houston Rodeo, from what I hear, is nuts anyway. And now you're going to add the Food Sport Pro League, and is the UEC's going with it? I mean, they're combined, right? So
everywhere
dude,
go together.
I'm telling you right now, be watching Mark's stuff. Get on there. They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram. You on YouTube?
It's coming to YouTube because every time we do these, we shot from 14, 15 different cameras. So after each event, it'll be a season of a show on YouTube. And then we'll have TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. The show series will come out. So every event we do will have 6 to 8 episodes that'll play out. We put a camera on every station.
Yeah,
it's
there was
a whole other life after the event.
So get the Food Sport Pro League on Facebook, Instagram, and everything. You can search it everywhere, and be ready for that announcement, because if you're going to the Houston Rodeo, you're going to want to sign up for this, because I think it's going to be, man, you talk about
if it's at the Houston Rodeo.
Yeah. Oh, I know it is.
Never know.
You never know. He could be pulling a fast trick on me.
It could be in Alaska. It could be in Alaska. The Yakov.
Oh, now there you go. Put it up there in Alaska with the Great Alaskan Cook-Off.
You know, we're looking at least an event per month on big platforms, because we want to go and provide food entertainment at all the places we go.
Yeah, no. Well, all I can say,
he's off of corn duty.
All I can say is, you were talking about the family thing, and I don't know what it is, because I've been to other competitions, but for some reason, the Shed, I don't know whether it's because it's a shack. I don't know what it is, but it has that extra special family reunion feel to it. And I can tell you, the Food Sport Pro League stuff and the Ultimate Eating Challenge, I mean, it was just like a family reunion picnic where people, like friends and relatives or whatever, challenging each other to who can cook the best stuff, who can eat the most stuff. And man, I can tell you, that's just the Shed one, but if you can get to a Food Sport Pro League event, I'm in. I'd actually go watch it this time, because I wouldn't be able to say.
I mean, if you could get to one, you were there.
I was there. I saw a lot of the stuff. I actually saw some people competing on the Friday. Me and Ray, little gringo, were watching. We watched some of it, but yeah, it was intense.
She's probably going to be one of our very soon competitors, and I think she wants to throw it. Ray, little gringo.
Yeah,
I think she wants to throw down against the adults.
I think so too. I don't think she's scared of it. I mean, she cooked she cooked ribs with the adults, and I think
I think she said.
I think her dad said she ended up finishing 21st or something like that.
Yeah, everybody's ready to roll.
Which is partially Mark's fault, because everybody kept dragging her around for interviews, and Brad took her away to go do the kids' Q stuff, and she had poor ribs on her. Poor dad had to watch the ribs and was running back and forth the thing. Oh, so what Marcio says, barbecue chat, help us raise money for Hogs for a Cause. That is probably one of the next big events that are coming up, is Hogs for a Cause. So Ryan, I don't know if you can
do the podcast from Hogs in April.
That would be awesome.
It would be awesome if I had Ryan. You'll have to take that one, because I don't have any vacation time left. I used all mine at the Shed. I don't even know how I'm going to go watch my kid graduate in December.
If you haven't Shed, then forget it.
Yeah.
I'm reluctantly using a lot of my vacation time as well.
Doing what?
Well, I went and got the old snip last Friday.
Oh, Ryan, this is a barbecue show.
Well, you asked.
Well, I mean, there's a lot. There's
no. Well, I only got 50% done. I got to go back in on Monday again.
Couldn't find them, huh?
Yeah, no, couldn't find them.
Well, FPL and UEC could do like some live reporting for you guys for your show.
Oh, that would. If you want to be a sponsor of the show, we'd be more than happy. We can do a weekly, monthly update from every event. I'd be happy with that. I'd love that because I think the Food Sport Pro League is.
If you're bored,
I think it's pretty cool.
It's your fault. Or if you're at the shed and you're hanging out at the beach.
we did show. That's where I saw Mark Thursday night. I did show up Thursday for a little bit. Trisha and I showed up and we sat and we talked to people and asked how everything was going and this and that. I actually got to see him do the 3 finalists from each category. I was there to watch that. And it was actually a hilarious moment to it because I know Damon will probably be. He doesn't watch that often, but anyway, so we were walking in and we were kind of admiring because obviously every time you go to the shed, there's something different to it. And Brackenbrook had enclosed the oyster bar at the back. Because Trish and I are like, I don't remember seeing this. And inside that there was like a little bar and in there was Damon Holter. So I kind of waved and then we walked around and then we came up to in the area where you dine at the shed and Mark's doing here are the finalists for the whatever. And he said Damon Holter. And I'm like, okay, well, Damon ain't going to hear you because he's all the way back at the bar at the other end. So, I'm thinking to myself, and then Damon finally shows up and, I'm like, hey, Damon. And he's like, hey, Steve. I said, they just called your name. And he's like, what? I said, yeah, you're one of the finalists. So he goes running up there. But yeah, so you never know what's going to happen at the shed. See, even Damon didn't even matter that he was enjoying the shed and didn't even notice that they called his name as a finalist.
Damon has a knack for missing his name being called. And I can say he's on a flight now to like Dubai for his next, the next thing they're doing. But yeah, he has missed more than one name call.
I can see.
I've called his name multiple times before and he's missed it. But that's the fun of the shed. You get lost out there, man. We were having so much fun. One of the people in our group of crazy is Jacoby Ray, the comedian and just all around just nut, but an amazing human being. He's terrified of gators. So we spent like days telling him there's gators behind him like every 5 seconds because it was hysterical. I was pretty sure he was going to be on the roof of the shed at some point. Hiding from gators.
So he didn't march with you along the bayou at the band?
No. He was in a tent as far inland as he could have got himself to be.
And Casey said, but he showed up early to FPL with us.
Yep, he's amazing. What a good dude.
He did the comedy show on what was it Friday night? He did the comedy show.
What a good human being.
But yeah, so I mean that's kind of the key there with the events you do and how they cook. Is no one can you can prepare for it, but you truly can't prepare for it. Yeah. I mean, SCA, you can practice your steaks. Barbecue, you can practice your cooking brisket or trimming chicken and, doing your chicken, either thighs or whether it be legs. You can always practice, but this, you can kind of practice, but then you don't know truly what you're going to be doing until you drop the ball. And then you like you did with the turkey. I mean, you could get another ball dropped in the middle of the flipping event.
Absolutely. There's never a point in time where I can't throw a wrench into it. All of them, I was a chef in restaurant and food trucks before I got into all of this. So I know what cooks require. I know what you need to put out a good dish. So that also tells me where I can pivot. And that's what really separates, the all-stars from the up-and-comers is your ability to pivot and keep changing and keep cooking and deal with the adversity, because that's what we do with food. But, that's, I think, what makes it fun, because really as we head into 2026 and beyond, we are already neck deep in what social media means to everything. Everybody's attention span is now in the matter of seconds and minutes, not hours. So we have to, as food sport, we have to be able to ride that wave too and move things faster and give barbecue and live fire and chefs this opportunity to all play on the same field, have a great time doing it, and do it fast enough to keep the attention of social media, because that's where our sponsors are, that's where partners are, fans are. We've got to be able to live, die, and breathe in social media. So changes and craziness abound.
I totally agree.
Yeah, Robert Gill says exactly.
So a question that if you want to share the link to Casey Webb, you can share the link to Casey Webb, get him in too, because I got to ask him a question. What other things are you thinking of having people eat, Casey? That's the other thing I want to know.
You know what? I'm going to tell Casey he's got the link. I sent it to him.
Oh, no, he can pop in here if you want. I mean, I know but whatever. I mean, it's a joint event. I got questions. I want to know what else. Ryan, you should have seen these guys shoving that king cake down their throat. I mean, it was just like you see like.
Did you see it, or were you just?
I was behind. I mean, I was watching the guy.
And toes in the sand.
No, I was watching. I'm actually in that one. They said get behind. They want people behind. So I went back there, and I was one of the first. I wanted to see how somebody actually eats that much food that fast, because like I said, I don't think I could chew that fast.
Well, it was funny because the guy who won went full Viking, but then he was smart. We gave everybody a cup of water, and he dunked the cake in water to make it dissolve faster, and it just motored through it. And it was like, I talked to Casey a bunch about all these eating challenges and things like that, and I've watched some of them, and they're always dunking it in water. They're always doing things like that, and it's just they're like, I can't do it.
Backstage. Hey, what are we doing?
What's up, Casey?
Casey just cracks me up whenever. So anyway, just to add a funny story to that, and I know Casey put it in the comments that he found the baby. We were in the saloon. Casey was coming up eating the king cake, because somebody got another
so
king
good.
cake, Dave Brooke, and he's like, "Oh, I got this," and we're all like, "Oh,
I got the baby."
You got the baby. He was super excited until the girl said, "Well, now you have to buy king cakes for everybody the next day." And then he's like, "Oh, can I put it back?" So then he put it back.
Well, two things happened. I heard Marcio had already gotten the baby, and he stuffed it back in
with his finger. He stuffed it back in the cake with his finger. So when Casey got it, he was like, "Yeah." It was like, "Oh!"
I threw it in my mouth. I ate it. I ate the baby. And then I took it back out and I threw it back in again.
Isn't that like
wouldn't you know it?
Powers?
Wouldn't you know it that they donated those 8 king cakes for the first UEC the next day? The same cake that you went to go get. She is awesome. Miranda, is it Miranda?
Miranda.
So good. I brought one home. She gave me one. It was amazing.
Which one did you get? Did you get just a regular one, or did you get the
pepper jelly?
I got the pepper jelly one.
Yep.
And we brought it to New Orleans. We brought it to Kushan. We walked around New Orleans with it. We did a bunch of content with it, because not to give it away, but it was like the road to the shed to the UEC, bringing the king cake. And we toured it around, and then I eventually took it on the plane home. And yesterday I ate it with my friends. It was great. Jersey didn't know what happened to him. It was awesome.
Yeah, she gave that. We were there. We got to try some of the king cake bites, which were actually very, very good. And then she had that as a sample. It was a pineapple pepper jelly, Melinda's pineapple pepper jelly king cake, and Trisha and I got to try that. And then she had like half left over, and I'm like, "Well, she's like, "Do you want it?" And I said, "Well, I really can't eat it." I said, "I'm not even supposed to have one. I'm not even supposed to have what I already had." I said, she's like, "Well, take it back to the shed and hand it out to people." So I handed it out. I actually shared it. I cried with each slice that went away.
That's a first.
I had 4 different kinds of king cake, and it was banana. I've never had as much king cake in my life, and they were all awesome, because usually king cake, unfortunately, it's been sitting for a while. And whenever I've gone to New Orleans, you know what I mean? It's like a panettone. It's like you go to an Italian place. It's like it's been in the box for years. It's almost like a fruit cake. You know?
Did you see Eric's comment?
No, I can't see comments. Where are the comments? Here they are.
Casey was eating some old ass king cake.
He just kicked himself.
I didn't do it this time. I'm just saying. I normally kick Steve out of here.
No, here he comes. He'll be back. I was going to say he'll be back.
Hey, wrong.
Don't touch any buttons.
Sorry. I'm used to pushing them. Sorry.
So a question for both of you then.
Yeah.
Okay. When you originally got to the shed, was king cake what they were eating, or did you guys change that on the fly? Oh, look at this. He's got his. It looks like a little. It looks like an Ewok.
It's totally Ewok. This is Iggy. I stole an Ewok from George Lucas.
No,
he doesn't own it anymore anyway. So
It came to Mark in a dream. He's like, king cake. UEC, they're eating freaking king cake. And then she donated 8 of them, and it got me off the hook because that was the next day where I was supposed to provide somebody else with a king cake. So it all worked out. It all evened itself out. Amazing. It was so great. It worked out, dude. Like everything worked out. I'm like pinching myself. I'm knocking on wood. I'm like, how did it all work out so well with all the cameras and all the people? There was just so much damn love there. Like I'm freaking out because like I can't wait to get to the next one. I don't know where it's gonna be. Yeehaw! But I'm so freaking excited. I hope everyone else is excited as I am because it's like I don't know, man. I'm so psyched. I love my life. I love the fact that I get to hook up with Mark and just like do our thing and just everyone showed up to play and I met so many amazing people. It's so fun. It was so much fun.
and then now you're on a 2-bit podcast that nobody watches. So
dude, there's 6 people. That's enough for me. You know, like it's all good. But that's why we're here. We're here to grow it, right? You know, it's like we're growers, not showers, fellas, right? Right?
There's 8. I will say this that I looked at because I can see what platform they're watching on. I think this is the first show ever that we've had somebody from every single platform watching us.
Oh, well, congratulations to us. That's it. You guys are bringing it. You're still bringing it. So what was the original thing that they were supposed to eat?
We had no idea. We were gonna do boudin balls, or like we're gonna go to Chinese restaurants, get a big bowl of Chinese like rice. We had no idea. It just kind of happened. It was like Mark's like king cake. I was like. He's like in the middle of the night. He's like I woke up. He's like king cake, and it was like it made so much sense. There's king cake everywhere anyway, and it's Mardi Gras season. Mark looks like Mardi Gras. He's dressed like Mardi Gras.
He was dressed.
It was so fitting, and it worked so fast. Because the thing is, the UEC is like the sidecar to the FPL. You know, it's like it is a sideshow to begin with. We're like carnies in a carnival doing our thing, and we did it in like a half an hour. We set up everything in 10 minutes and we shot it in 30 minutes. The whole thing, everyone gathered. We just need a megaphone next time. We're getting a megaphone. We got funding for a megaphone.
So Casey, just in case it's going to the Houston rodeo.
What are you talking about?
What do you just in case? I mean, you guys might just be passing by on the way to like the open fire meetup or something like that.
Big old truck, just me and Mark. And
what kind of ideas are you thinking for what people can eat at the Houston rodeo?
I mean, there's so much food there, right? It's a state fair. It's like one of the biggest state fairs in the country, and it's a rodeo. A-list country music stars. I mean, rodeo clowns. I think you know what? They're gonna have to eat a rodeo clown.
No, you know what I'd like
to eat a rodeo clown.
If it's a fair, I'd like to see them eat like
elephant ears.
The biggest, hugest funnel cake thing you can.
Similar to a king cake, though. So I mean, you gotta change it up. Like
you gotta change it up. But I think
a ginormous stack of foot-long corn dogs.
Or one, you know what, the turkey leg, the smoked turkey leg.
Oh, I love turkey legs.
Those things are
how many
nasty,
turkey
legs?
How many turkey legs can you eat? I love turkey legs.
I like the whole turkey. I like the whole. I don't like just the legs. I like the breast.
Oh, well, what about we could put everybody gets their own like 10-pound turkey and see who can eat the most of it the fastest.
I think the thing about the UEC, it's not this long, laborious 30-minute thing. It's 10 minutes. It's in and out. Like it's fun. It's fast. We proved that at the Shed. Like it went so well and it was so quick and fun. It's fast and furious. Because like we do barbecue, it's days of cooking, you know, like it can be long and boring. I get it. I've been to them. I get it. But like what we're trying to provide is something fast and fun. That's just changes things up. It adds to what's already going on. And I think with the UEC, it should be fast. Like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, that tops. Because as a guy who had to learn how to professionally eat and do it a lot, I had to figure it out. The quicker, the better. It's like, you know, there were times where I was just like it was like an hour-long challenge. I had to eat something equivalent to the old 96er, and it was like 30 minutes in. I was like, I just want a car to drive through this restaurant right now and take me out. I want a sniper just to go, you know. But needless to say, I've done the work, guys. I realize that we don't need an hour to do an eating challenge. We need literally half an hour, soup to nuts, gather everybody, have a good time, and may the best person win. And we get a belt and a ring, and we do all the fun stuff. It's like WWF meets UEC meets barbecue meets, griddle and grill and all that jazz.
Griddles.
Robert Gill says, "I love the ring, Mark." And Casey, do you have one?
I do have a ring. It's right here. It's over there. So I took it off. My finger was turning green from the. No, because it's real. That's why it turns green.
That's what.
Yeah.
My hands. I ate so much barbecue. My hands were swelling, so I had to take
swelling
it off
from all the salt and sodium from the. So you plan on doing just one a month? So so you're just going to move around?
Well,
it could be very well more than one a month. We're actually talking to some touring festivals that are very excited for what FPL and UEC are, that want that kind of food entertainment intertwined into what they're doing. But we really want to be a part of one, at least one major food sport event, because we want to support food sport.
That's it.
We don't want to detract from what somebody's doing. We want to add to it and bring more eyeballs to what's going on. So being a part of some of the national events that are going on, being a part of charitable events, we can't wait to be there with Hogs for a Cause, to go and do some of these traveling food festivals. And what I never thought we'd already be doing, and Casey and I and Robert, who is, yes, Robert's the ring designer. What I thought we're already talking international. We're talking to people that by this summer we could be abroad.
You could be a meat stock.
It is all on the table.
They're going to meat stock, everybody. I read Mark's face. I could tell. He does.
As long as there's a beach there that we can go to and wear our shorts and avoid Food Sports Pro League and UEC.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I didn't want to get in anybody's way.
I didn't want to get in anybody's. I wasn't even there, and I probably seen more of it.
The thing is, like, there is Food Sports Pro League and there's UEC, and there was 2 events that we did, but like, there's room to add things. I'm not going to get the cart before the horse, but like, there's room for food sport. So I'm just throwing that out there, right, Mark? I mean, there's room to grow this thing. It's not just these 2 things. It could be several things, depending on what's needed for the event. So we're thinking, we're churning, we're burning. We're so psyched that like the community at large has accepted us. I mean, I think Mark has a lot to do with that. There's momentum behind what we're doing, which we're so grateful for. Everyone at the Shed. Again, I can't thank Brooke and Brad. I mean, that was my first time there, and all the years of doing Man versus Food, like, I don't know why we didn't go there. Like, I'm upset. I'm like gonna call the production company. Like, why didn't we ever go to the Shed? That place is amazing. I did get a tetanus shot when I came home, but that was just because.
You know what we need. You know what we need, and this just, again, these ideas just come to us while we're doing things. You ever watch the old Muppet Show?
Oh, dude,
old guy on the balcony yelling and laughing at everybody.
We're doing that. We're doing that.
Hey, maybe we should open up a balcony for a couple of guys that are well versed to sit up and heckle people.
To stand around with microphones and be like, "Hey,
I'm good." I'd sign up for that. I mean, I like.
You won't even be there.
I'm old and I can heckle.
You got to quit your jobs, guys. You got to quit your jobs and come hang out with us.
I mean, if the money's
getting there, we're getting there. I posted today that I'm almost ready for retirement. I mean, I got my payment from Facebook today for $5.07. Like, I'm on my way.
Hey, you're monetizing. Look at you.
Is that all you got, Ryan? Was 5?
Yeah.
You got to renegotiate your contract with the
I don't want to say what I got. I didn't get that much. I got more than that, but I'm not going to say it.
Did you guys get your copy? This is the last copy. You know that, right?
What is it? Right? I can't see it. What is it?
It's the barbecue news.
This is a copy of barbecue news.
What do you mean the last copy? They're not doing it anymore?
They're going to go all digital. That was the last physical print.
Oh, the last paper copy.
Yep.
I have mine on eBay for $1,000.
So how did you, I mean, just from watching this now, how did you two hook together? I mean, you got the crazy.
It was a dating app. It was a dating app. No.
the calm demeanor of Mark, and then you got Casey. I mean,
so it was
odd
actually
couple, I guess you could say.
Mark, you want to take this one?
Yeah. It was Robert Gilbert. We got to give complete credit to Robert Gilbert on that.
Bobby!
He was already talking to Casey, and they were working on developing Ultimate Eating Championships, and they wanted to also have that cooking competition side of it. And Robert and I met, and we talked for what seemed like a very brief amount of time. And next thing you know, he's like, "You got to talk to Casey. We got to get everybody in." And
honestly, I didn't want to just do Ultimate Eating Championship, and I said this over the course of the weekend, and even before or after Justin won the first UEC, it was like freeing to like have somebody else have to eat, and I've never hosted an eating competition because I didn't want to, because I was so close to the action myself as a competitor. I was like, I don't want to do this unless we have some other element to this, and that's the FPL. And it just honestly, it was like lightning. It's lightning in a bottle, quite honestly. Because I don't think I would have done it if it was just UEC. I was dragging myself to this event, and I was excited, but I was like, it's coming off being sick. It was the holidays. I was just like, oh my God, I gotta go. And I had so much fun. Like, when you you don't want to do something and then you do it, it's the greatest thing you ever did. That's exactly what happened. And I pinched myself.
That was last year when I went to the Shed. I was
so
like,
fun.
I shouldn't really be going. And then obviously I went last year for the first time, and then it was like, now I'm like hooked. Even Johnny Joseph was like
totally hooked.
I'll
go there every year.
You're back. He's like,
year.
you're back again. And I said, this is the second year. And I said, yeah, it's the second year. He says, see, I told you you'd get hooked. It is just, there's just something about it. The whole venue,
the people, the food,
people, everything. It was just a
Gators, the Gators. Eagles that drop snakes. Did you hear that? They dropped snakes. Who was it? Who said it? Was it Jamie?
It was Toes said it. Toes McGillicuddy there at the Shed with toes that are fingers, apparently. Legend. He's a Shed legend. He told us all that to watch out that the Eagles would fly and drop snakes because they can't kill them in the air. So they would drop them on the ground for them to die, which just stirred up this whole thing of everybody being terrified of Eagles dropping snakes.
Everyone's looking up like, what? And then Brad was like, come on, stop messing with those guys, because Jacoby is afraid of snakes and gators and reptiles, apparently, and anything that can kill him. So he was freaking out. He's like, wait a second, snakes, like Eagles drop snakes? Is that So
I did reach out to Jacoby actually followed me on Instagram today. And so I reached out right away and say, hey, you want to be on a 2-Bit podcast?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's into it.
Oh, he's so down.
Yeah,
so
totally.
he hasn't responded yet. So we'll see what happens to the.
He's making 32 viral videos. Probably
Yeah,
at the moment.
crushing it.
Oh yeah, he will love it. You guys will have a ball with him.
Yeah,
it's funny. This event at the Shed was the first time Casey and I have got to work together. On site. So that was our inaugural pairing as well. And man, you couldn't have had it be more natural and just dead on the flow.
Really, I would agree with you. Casey's frozen, but it's kind of maybe it's a good thing. But it's yeah. I mean, I would say you guys your timings were like right on for not. Oh, there he's back. Your timing was right on when you guys were doing the show live and interacting. I mean, it wasn't a lot of. It's not like Ryan and I where we talk over each other all the time because he keeps trying to butt in when I'm trying to talk. But But I mean, you guys were right on with your timings. I mean, I would have guessed that you guys at least done something to practice or something.
We had a lot of calls on the phone and talked things through and we were just getting excited about the opportunity, the possibility. And then, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of listening, it's a little dance. And, given the circumstances, we threw up cameras and we had some, AV issues just because of we wanted the crowd to hear, but we were more concerned with capturing everything too because we were such close proximity at the Shed. So we were kind of using our outside voices outside to kind of get people. And I mean, I laughed so much. It was so great. And then, just an emotional week overall because it was like it was just watching everyone come together and how excited people get and the kids queue. And I mean, just awesome. So awesome. So much love in that place. No wonder people go back. It's like a mecca for the barbecue for coming together, like-minded people. It's a community of people, and like communities, they really look out for each other, and that shows. I saw it. I was watching it. That's why I walked over to Marcio, and he's like, "Dude, what are you doing?" I was like, "Let's put on an apron. Let's go to work." So I just started working, and it's like, there's something about it, especially over open fire. And there was a lot of pork belly, so I was hanging. And he was making paella from scratch. It was just so.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Right. Casey was taking the skewers off. So on Instagram, I have the creator of the Weber Ferris wheel there, or whatever he calls it. Ace's Wild Barbecue and Live Fire. It says, "Great work this weekend, guys." That's to you two. And he said, "Steve, great to see you." I did get to see Craig Carter. It was nice seeing everybody.
So great.
I hate to tell you, I don't know if you guys probably saw because you were there. There was nothing better than the Bloody Mary contest. Everybody turned in. And of course, obviously the party starter with the flair for the dramatic. I mean, every single person's like, "Where's Craig Carter's? Where's Craig Carter?" Even Brad was like, "Where's Carter?" And lo and behold, then all of a sudden you hear, obviously, Chicago fans know that the Parsons Project, whatever theme song, which was the intro for the Chicago Bulls forever and a day, and I think it still is. Here it comes walking in. It was the hugest, most gorgeous freaking Bloody Mary thing I think I've ever seen in my life. Craig, you do fantastic work on just about everything that he does.
Craig, that was a beast. Craig gave us and I told him when we were sitting there, I was like, for somebody like me who's a creative with very little boundaries and just really wants to push everything, Craig's creations literally give me this world I didn't even think I could tap into. I'm like, what about a merry-go-round? Oh, I'm already working on that. What about this? Oh, we can totally do that. Like, he is a maestro at putting this stuff together, and I can't wait to work on more on Craig's projects. And then having him there to run it and to keep it hot and to keep it moving on time, like really, truly, without Craig there doing that, Robert being there and really just kind of managing everything that was going on and going and grabbing everything and getting the next thing set and having the right people in the right places. And then our camera guy and Angel was fantastic. Oh, there we go.
Craig and Casey.
Yeah. It was such a great team effort. And that was the first time that whole group had kind of worked together. It was seamless. And then you add in Brooke and Brad, who absolutely 100% rolled out the red carpet and helped us do everything. There it is. There's Craig's. That thing was insane.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah. The Bloody Mary. God. I got the video of it walking in, but I should have put it on there. And you never know where the conversation goes. I didn't know it was going to come up. But I got a question for you, Mark, and Casey too, whatever. Obviously, at Wanamaker's, I'd put a lot of events together and this and that, and doing things. There's always like 2 or 3 days before there's the fear of failure. Did you have because I put it together and it's like I built this great thing. I have all these people coming in. I hope people show up. I mean, do you have it? Did you have any of that? Like when you were obviously, from the signups, but I mean, from the week before or whatever, where you kind of like, I just hope everything just goes the way I want it to. And I hope it doesn't rain. I hope that the cameras all work. I mean, was there that fear of like this hopefully doesn't become a disaster?
100%. You have to have that. That's what drives you to push, to think, to do more. If you don't have that fear, I don't think you have the level of passion it takes to make this successful. So I didn't sleep hardly at all leading up to this thing. It was just rolling through my head every possible scenario that could come into play. This is our first thing. It's on a huge there, being at the shed, without all those eyeballs on us, partners on us, sponsors watching, major international companies that are watching what we're doing to make some decisions. It's a huge weight of fear, but that fear is the other side of that fear is the fact that you care and you want this to go well for everybody involved. So I think, I'd be crazy to say I wasn't terrified of things like that. But at the same time, being able to just do it, put your nose down, grind it out, do it, and laugh and joke and have a good time while you're doing it. The only person that's going to know if something didn't go right is you.
Yeah.
So, and if we pivot well enough and we stay fluid, it won't matter because we're still going to put on a good show. So yeah, that fear is always there, and I think it has to be.
Good size. I mean, the first griddle battle that I did up here, it was the weather.
Oh yeah.
Like we got there, it was at the American Legion here in Yorkville, and the American Legion's always got their huge flag. It was fully straight extended. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, I can't have people setting up tents out here. Like this is not gonna work. But we made it through. So
wow, look at we got a lot. We got a lot of primetime players. There's Ashley. Ashley won. I think you got a call in stake. Ashley got a call in stake. It was good seeing him down there. He's fresh off of Old School. I just saw him with Mark Lambert on Old School doing their show. And there's Eric.
And by the way, Ashley made everybody clear he did not break the bench during UEC.
Oh,
just putting that out there. The bench out there at the shed, he didn't break it.
Ashley said fourth.
I know he got a call. I saw him marching up there. And then good old Randy Pauly's in here. Randy,
what's up, Randy?
Get ready at the Houston Rodeo.
There might be something going on there.
It's rumored that the Pro League might be.
There's a rodeo going on. That's what's going on.
Oh. Well, don't worry, Randy. It's definitely not the griddle battle, so you don't have to.
It's definitely not the griddle battle, and definitely
all of this. What you guys do, what barbecue does, what we do, the fact that everybody wants to support everyone else. Everybody wants everybody to succeed. It's all ships rise and high tide, and it's just that's what makes this so fantastic. The number one thing we want to do is fun.
Yeah,
we want it to be fun. We want everybody to enjoy it,
fun.
And
spreading rumors.
That Randy loves rumors.
Randy rumors.
I just want to see what Randy wears next. Like the onesie was freaking awesome.
Yeah, he wears at the shed. He wears the Bucky onesies. I think he had something on. He was only there for the showdown this year. I think last year he was here for both. But yeah, he wore the Bucky. He's the judge. He's always one of the judges for the showdown. It was good to see him down there at the shed.
Makes me want to step up my clothing game.
I have my rhinestone glasses on. I did bring. Ray wanted me to bring my wear my rhinestone glasses, so I did have my rhinestones on.
Those are great.
We were rocking the rhinestone glasses. I got a picture of me and Ray had her. Mark kind of copied her outfit because I know she wore that outfit last year, but she had the sparkly jacket on and the sparkly shoes, and Mark had his sparkly stuff on all day. And yeah, it's just a fun event. And going to what you were saying, Mark, it's funny when you go to the barbecue places because obviously I'm a barbecue junkie geek type of person. I am a big barbecue fan, and as far as personalities and this and that, and obviously Ashley, I see him doing his thing on Old School with Mark. I see Mark, and then Ashley does his prayer thing in the morning, and then there's Randy Pauly, and there's Craig Carter, and you see all these personalities that you see on social media yourself, and this and that, and you get to the shed, and it's like nobody even cares that you're anything. I mean, Mark. I mean, I've talked to Mark Lambert, 6 or 7 time world champion, and he'll sit there and just shoot the poop with you like he does. Everybody's just an old buddy there, and that's the best part about barbecue is there's not a lot of egos as far as I know that people I've run into. Egos are somebody thinking they're special. it's all just a bunch of guys hanging out, cooking and having a good time. And gals, I should say gals too, because there were some gals there too. So yeah, no, good event. So
that was awesome. I can't wait to do more and more and more. Like to be a part of it, to get to grow with what everybody wants to do. We've had nothing but great phone calls since we left there. So yeah, there is a lot coming down the pipe. Yeah, all about barbecue family, 110%. And if you go to the other side of like on the chef side of things, it's very much the same way. Now their egos, don't get me wrong, us chefs have giant egos, but chefs form that family too. And that's why I've wanted for so long to combine them. Get chefs and barbecue guys and live fire guys and all working, on these same platforms together just to grow all of it. So that food sport gets the same following that the NFL and the NBA and wrestling gets, because, what everybody's out there doing is incredible. And it really, truly is just one big fan.
So if it's like the wrestling, who's Vince McMahon?
That's Robert. That's Robert Gilbert. That's Vince McMahon. Robert Gilbert's Vince McMahon.
That's great. I guess that makes me Bam Bam Bigelow because he's a Jersey guy.
Bam Bam Bigelow. Do you remember Bam Bam Bigelow, Ryan?
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
No, Ryan's too young. He's not old enough to remember Bam Bam Bigelow.
Jersey guy.
He had the flame tattoos on his head, I think, if I remember.
All across the side of his head.
Yeah.
All over his head. It was just everywhere.
All over his. I think.
He was on fire. He was actually on fire. He was like a Guy Fieri shirt. He was on fire.
Well, Casey, I guess that would make you. Who was Ross? Who was the announcer with the cowboy hat? That was
J.R. Ross.
J.R. Ross. Yeah, that would. I could see Casey being the J.R. Ross, and then I don't know what you are, Mark.
I don't know.
Hey, Mark.
I don't know.
Maybe it could be Jesse the Body, I guess, when he used to do it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Good old Jesse the Body.
Jesse was a mess.
Coco Beware. Hey, Coco Beware.
Oh, Coco Beware. Yes. All right, gentlemen. We have obviously it's been a great conversation. We have run over. We will have to catch up. We have to figure out something. We've got to figure out something where we can get you on for shows during or after or before events or something like that, because I think that would be a great thing to follow this through the rest of the year. And you said you're going to have I'm going to ask another question. So you're going to have basically a championship of champions at some point is what you're trying to what you're saying to me, as I remembered from way back.
Yeah, and we will absolutely have where all of them will get an invite to a very interesting location by the time it's all said and done. We've got multiple groups that want to house that.
Where's that at?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that all I gotta say is not yeehaw.
Don't even hint to it.
Earth. That's where it'll be.
Earth. Dang. I was really hoping
it couldn't possibly. Well, would it be like this year or would it be like a next year thing?
That is still on the table.
Because I could see Hondo, Texas as a great place for the championship of champions at the open fire meetup with Sir Al Fergoni.
I mean,
live in Hondo.
And then we're going to definitely be back at the Shed. So we'll do more at the Shed and expand at the Shed. And, because that's that's our home. That's where we've started all of this is at the Shed. So we will always be looking to do bigger and better to really push forward how magical that place is. So all bets are off. Anything can happen.
Yeah. And they say a tetanus shot's good for 2 years. So it's good.
Well, if I'm ever at an event and you need an extra roving reporter, I'm more than welcome to you can ask me, and I obviously will probably more than likely say yes.
Unless
you're not at a beach.
Unless I'm at the beach. Well, I could give a report from what's happening. We
need correspondence at the beach. Yeah, we
could have correspondence at the beach. We could actually have a few competitors on the beach competing on the Weber Travelers on the beach to see who can make the best beach food and
sun your buns at the beach. Yeah, we can do that.
Sun your buns at the Shed. Get fed at the Shed. All right, gentlemen, we'll let you. Casey, thank you for jumping in.
Thank you guys.
That was nice. And then Mark, as always, Great to talk to you. I'm kind of excited. I actually did go back and watch that old episode that you were on, and it's actually only because of the fact it's kind of neat that when somebody says something years ago and then it actually becomes reality. That shows the drive and passion that you have for doing this, because I mean that was I don't know when that was, 23 or 24.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was cool that when someone can take something and actually bring it to reality, I think is pretty cool stuff. So guys, thank you for being on, and great events. And it was nice to actually meet both of you in person. Mark, we've talked, but I mean, it's nice to meet people in person for once.
Oh, it's a pleasure, guys.
Thank you, fellas.
We're there all the time.
All righty, guys. All right, have a good night, and we will catch up because I want to see what happens at the Houston Road. I mean, at the next event.
Sounds good, guys.
Take care, guys. Have a good one.
Oh, we got rid of Casey really fast, and then let's get back. There we go. Great show, Ryan. That's not bad for when we come back. Yeah, Eric, thank you. Thank you for being a sponsor of the show, Boar's Night Out. White Lightning. My favorite is the White Lightning double garlic.
Double garlic, yes. No, good for them. I love the whole idea of the concept of everything. You know, I wish I could get there. Right, one day I'll get there with a good
one day.
That's awesome.
One day I'll be the king of Siam.
Anyways, that's how he's got to do it. I got to kick him out at least one time during the show.
One time a show. Lots of great reactions, lots of great questions. Thank you, everybody who signed in to watch. It was great to see everybody on here. We had the griddlers on there earlier, and now we got some of the barbecue guys. I think that would be a fantastic. If he does that with the different genres of cooking, I think that would be awesome in a battle. As far as barbecuers like the smokers and that type of cooking versus griddle cookers versus restaurant type of people versus maybe caterers versus I forgot what open fire cook-off type of people, and make them do different things, like and griddlers have to barbecue and barbecuers have to griddle. They can't use any kind of a grill. They got to use a griddle. I mean, so I think it's kind of a fun little, it has so many different ways it can go. So get to Food Sport Pro League, Facebook, Instagram, like it, follow it. They'll also have tons of videos and everything that happened this past weekend at the Shed. And follow that, because I think it's going to be exciting as things go on. And great time, Ryan. Great show. It was a great show. You did a good job.
Thanks. I didn't do much.
I mean, we didn't have 50 people in here like you did, but I mean, that's okay.
Well, we did have all platforms. I was impressed to see that.
Oh, you know what I forgot to say to you? I as you know, you got a live phone call. I did get to see Grilling and Chilling with Mojo. We did a quick little video feed.
Grilling with Mojo?
Cooking with Mojo. I always say Cooking with Mojo, and he's like, no, it's
Grilling and Chilling with Mojo.
Grilling and Chilling with Mojo.
I don't ever say Cooking with Mojo. I don't know where that came from.
You probably because I said it, and then you probably
you say it. Yeah, not me.
I always say Cooking with Mojo. So it was nice to meet them, and we actually had Trisha and I had lunch with him and stuff like that. And on one of my cheat days, I actually had a half a slab of ribs, which I probably shouldn't have had, but
you have to. You can't.
You only live once.
We're all gonna die anyways.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I get it. So anyway, next week we have Mr. Ryan. We have a gentleman that reached out, Glutton for Punishment. He wanted to come on the show. His name is.
Yeah, look it up.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the heck happened. Jimmy Lenzen. He does Jimmy L's Barbecue and Catering. He is going to be on the show. And there you go. So he reached out and said, "Hey, how do I get on the show?" I said, "Well, you just ask me, and you can be on the show." So, what's that?
Huh? What?
What did you say?
Nothing.
Did you say?
I've had some people lined up for the show, and you just kind of blow off my people, but it's all right. I get it.
Well, what people do you want to bring on?
We'll have to talk about that later.
Well, I mean, we can get you in there. I'm kind of scheduled up through I'm in March. So anyway, so next week we got Jimmy Lenzen, and then after that,
everybody knows it's not me. Like, you're reaching out to me to get on the show. I don't book them. I'm just
you can reach out to It's All About the Barbecue or Thursday Night. There is a Facebook page, Thursday Night BBQ Chat. If you follow it, that would be great, because then I can stream this live on Thursday Night BBQ Chat. And then actually Jimmy Lenzen messaged on Thursday Night BBQ Chat, and that's where I found it. Found him. And then after that, we got Alonzo. He is with I know I'm going to mess it up. It's Gulf Shore Smoke, I think it is. So he's going to be it. So those are the next 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. The exciting. Perfect. Oh, and you know who we have after that? We have Ryan. You got to look them up. If you haven't looked them up, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't looked them up, they will be here in 3 weeks. Is Farm to Fire Louisiana. They Instagram and Facebook, and I believe they're on YouTube as well, or they're just getting ready to go on YouTube. I got to meet them. They were down at the Shed, so I got to meet them because I had already scheduled them on there. They do some great videos. That show is probably going to be really awesome. I can't wait to do that one, as well as all the other guests that we have.
Awesome.
Except none of Ryan's guests.
None of my guests. Nope.
But who do you want to have on? We got somebody in particular you want to be on?
That's all right. I'm just here.
I mean, I give you Shed Week every year.
I get 1 week out of the year. Wow.
I give you.
All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We will see you next Thursday night. I'm done bantering with Steve tonight.
Thursday Night BBQ Chat. Like both, it's all about the barbecue Blackstone and beer on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Let's follow it all up. Obviously, the guests were all here. That's what everybody was here for, because there's nobody here. So everybody have a great night, and we will see you next week. Good night, everybody.
See you guys. Have a good one.
Bye. 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 Bye.